Councillor Kane.
I would like to move an amendment in due course.
Okay, thank you. So, Councillor Bailey, if you can introduce the paper, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. And I'm aware that at least some Liberal Democrat colleagues are opposed to these proposals. I really hope we can speak with a united voice from East Cambs on behalf of our residents. Of course, we welcome improvements to public and sustainable forms of transport, and it reflects work of the council where we've worked to achieve much in this arena with rail improvements, our bus service proposals, our cycling and walking route strategy, where we've actually put money into feasibility studies and delivery of one cycle route recently. But we also recognise that not everyone can use public and active travel. Many people need to make regular complex journeys. Cambridgeshire is a rare net contributor to the Treasury. Greater Cambridge is a world-leading centre for high-tech and innovation, and what's on offer from the GCP feels like an out-of-date 20th century solution for our 21st century county town, and it is just not good enough. The frequency of the rural services and the key corridor bus services, to me, is inadequate. Under these proposals, users would spend considerably more time travelling, which means lost productivity and reduced quality of life. The demand-responsive transport proposals for 12 buses across the county in 9 zones are underdeveloped, simply don't add up. A zone that has 2 buses to serve rural villages to get to locations covering a geography of Cottenham, Willingham, Newmarket and Chatterish just does not stack up. A half-hour pickup performance standard isn't achievable in this model. The service doesn't propose door-to-door pickup, meaning people in remote locations are unlikely to be able to benefit from the DRT. This really hits the least well off the most. Those that can work from home, who tend to be better off, relatively speaking, won't suffer so much. But what about those that work in manual, retail, frontline or face-to-face roles, often with unsociable hours? It is unfair. People lead complex lives and they undertake complex travel on a regular basis. They juggle work, children, caring duties, it's just life. But these are our residents and we should be trying to make their lives better, and I do not think that these proposals achieve that. Rural residents are penalised. Virtually nothing on offer for Fenland, which requires levelling up. The business impact work is virtually non-existent. I've looked at Appendix D following the GCP letter. Tradespeople are facing charges of £10 a day, HGVs £50 a day. Those living in the zone, what about personal freedoms? How would we like it if every time we needed to move our car, we have to pay £5? Inclusion of Addenbrooke's and Papworth hospitals, labelled as immoral. There is public outrage about this element. Consultation in East Cambs has been utterly inadequate. There was one event in a back room in Ely Library. I went to it. It was attended by about 15 people for the 3 hours that I was there. There's been no leaflet dropped to our residents. And I'm still coming across people all the time that just don't know about these proposals. Of course, we need a solution that provides cheap, attractive, turn up and go travel. That was on offer with the Cam Metro. It was a serious project that had attracted a serious staff team, including Lord Robert Mayor, a renowned underground construction expert, and it was deliverable. The leader of the County Council, Councillor Lucy Netzinger, has now acquiesced that perhaps tunnelling was the answer after all. The Cam Metro could be resurrected, or some form of it, maybe light rail. We should unite and demand something better, something more transformational, something that is so attractive people want to use it rather than having to be punished into doing so. The GCP doesn't have the trust of the people. It comes across as arrogant and remote. It has spent £100 million in 8.5 years talking about stuff, doing virtually nothing. Get on with doing the small things, cycling infrastructure in the city and beyond, fill the potholes, get the greenways built, invest in rural routes to onward transport locations, make it easier for people to cycle park journeys, provide plentiful, safe, secure cycle parking, expedite the conversation with bus providers for an enhanced bus partnership, get the current system working to provide a decent integrated network with a focus on rural areas for public subsidy, give it certainty, longevity, make it reliable, look for routes like the Ely Zipper that can become close to self-sustaining, look to take out the necessity to change buses wherever possible, deliver services that people actually want, not buses at 1 a.m. in rural locations, get on with the rail improvements, support solutions that enable people to live near to where they work, then get on with a proper 21st century solution. It's absolutely clear that the public doesn't support this. There's no political mandate. And if the County Council believes it has the public support to impose the congestion charge, then let it ask the people. And finally, Chairman, that the price of the GCP proposals is too great for the price that's on offer. For me, it's akin to that ubiquitous Christmas raffle prize. It's that one that's left on the table until last. And when you turn it over, you see several previous raffle tickets stuck to the bottom. You notice it has gone past its sell-by date. And when you pick it up, the shiny box falls apart and it smashes to the ground. The GCP, and more importantly, the combined authority, needs to do better. We can and we must do better.
Thank you, Councillor Bailey. I just wanted to mention one, and then I'll come to Councillor